A record 8.3 tons of pangolin scales and more than 1,000 ivory tusks have been intercepted by Hong Kong customs officers. The value of the seized goods, which equates to around 500 elephants and up to 13,000 pangolins, was over $62 million, £6 million, officials said on Friday.
Here's a summary of the article.
A record 8.3 tons of pangolin scales and more than 1,000 ivory tusks have been intercepted by Hong Kong customs officers. The value of the seized goods, which equates to around 500 elephants and up to 13,000 pangolins, was over $62 million, officials said on Friday. Acting on a tip from mainland Chinese authorities, officials seized the haul in mid-January in a refrigerated container labeled as frozen meat from Nigeria bound for Vietnam. Yang Ka-yan, head of command at Hong Kong's Customs and Excise Department, said the smugglers used a new method to hide the endangered species by a process of solidification where they used ice bags and frozen meat to obscure the species. The low-temperature environment created by the ice bags and frozen meat helped mask the distinctive smell of the pangolin scales. Scales of the anteater-like pangolin have been highly valued in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. Scientists have designated all species of pangolins as being at risk of extinction.
This post received a score of 4,636, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What is depressing is the market value of these goods only amounts to £6 million. People in the future are going to be really pissed we let an industry almost wipe out elephants for what amounts to peanuts.
Yeah, I always thought it was hard to stop because people could make a fortune from it. But 3 tons of scales and 500 dead elephants for just £6 million? It almost makes it worse because it's a more selfish crime.
Seriously, I wouldn't kill 500 elephants for £6 million, let alone 500 elephants and 13,000 pangolins.
How very generous of you. How much money would you ask then?
I don't know, but £6 million definitely isn't enough.
WTF. Who buys this shit? They are just as culpable as the poachers.
More so. They're the ignorant cunts that are creating the demand that the poachers are supplying.
It's a lot easier to fix poachers than to fix every single person believing in this crap. It's like climate change, you can't put everything on single individuals. There will always be idiots that don't care and want to drive a coal car because lol so much smoke. You can't fix them, you have to fix the system so that being responsible is the cheaper and better option.
On the contrary, it's a lot easier to fix a fucked-up mentality than the fundamentals of demand and supply.
One of the more classier ways of saying you're wrong on the internet, nicely done. And #X200B. And #X200B.
I spoke to anti-poacher mercenary and he said the goal of ivory owners are to destroy all elephants and make them extinct so the price of ivory will skyrocket. I say put all ivory owners in prison, fuck them.
Wonder how one becomes an anti-poacher mercenary.
That's fucked.
That says it all, fucked. A few generations onward, our kids will only know pictures of these animals.
So even if all that 6 million was for the elephant tusks, and the population of elephants left on the planet is roughly 1 million. 500 minus 700,000 African, 100,000 Asian, etc. 500 elephants are worth 6 million. Not really, but IDK the conversion of elephants to pangolins, so I'm using the whole number. So 2000 1 mil, 500 x 6 million gives us the value of all elephants on Earth, and it doesn't even break 20 billion. People are ready to drive an animal to extinction or die trying for something so menial.
Unless they drive them to extinction. Driving demand and price sky high.
What exactly does one do with pangolin scales?
Sell them to fucking morons.
You know what's even more sad? $62 million is not even enough to buy half of the cheapest house in HK's prime area.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.